Hey guys, Sandy McDougall here, and we got another little ditty for the day, and I use that because it's a John Cougar. Here's a little ditty about Jack and Diane. Except, this is Professor Wolff. I've done him before. Very smart man, understands, another older guy. He's been through the shit, seen it all, listened to all these suits, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, I had made a statement about what Donald Trump said about other countries raping America, not true, and where it actually started in the 70s. And this just kind of reaffirms it. So here's a second opinion of the same thing.
Well, start off by responding to, and were you surprised, shocked, or do you guess that, well, about 185 countries were going to see increased or tariffs?
On the one hand, we knew something like this was coming. On the other hand, the sweep and the scope of it does make you stop. Mr. Trump is right. It is a changing moment in American history and world history. But I think his representation of what's going on is completely fantastical and has only to do with the self-promotion that he is engaged in most of the time. It was never foreigners who did it to us. This notion of the United States as a victim, we have been one of the greatest beneficiaries in the last 50 years of economic wealth, particularly for people at the top just like him. It has nothing to do with foreigners taking advantage of us. This attempt to make himself strong and powerful relative to others, to blame the foreigner. These are cheap shots that a real president wouldn't do. And there's the most important point. The American economy is in trouble. The American empire is in decline. We don't want to discuss it in this country. We engage in denial, and instead we are striking out at other people a sad way of handling a decline. The British Empire declined before us, so did all the others. We are now at that point. We had a great 20th century. 21st century is different.
Sorry, guys, I lived in it.
Those problems. That's not being done. What's being done is to say we have
face the problems,
difficulties, but they're all somebody else's fault, and we're going to solve it by punishing them. I would like to point out, as you suggest quite rightly, Amy, that the rest of the world is not going to sit by. The United States does not have the power it had in the 20th century. It is not in the position it seems to imagine itself. When the Secretary of the Treasury,
it's scary though,
guys. Trump's comments that he warned
you keep pissing
the
us
rest
off.
of the world not to retaliate. That would imply that if they do, there would be escalation. Yes, he said, there will be escalation.
So there's the threat. Now we're threatening us.
Escalation than if they do nothing, because then it's an invitation to Mr. Trump to keep doing it as each of these efforts doesn't work.
Given how dramatic
you can look up this man,
and
I wish you would.
Deciding this to the very
this is PBS, so they're not biased.
Explain exactly. You're a professor. You're a teacher. Most people don't even.
So, to end it, look within. See what's really going on. You don't need this. You need us as friends. We need to band together, not destroy each other. And America's been our leader for 75 years for democracy. And now all of a sudden you're turning on everybody. That we've somehow, I don't know, or Donald Trump thinks anyway. I'm sure there's a lot of Americans really know what's going on. But you got to stop them. If you get into a war with China, are we all going to come running? After you keep crapping on us? I don't know. I did the one on NORAD, which is the North American air cover for nuclear weapons, which has been going on since the 50s. And Canada and the United States were like bonded together when it comes to what Russia might do to North America. So, anyway, look into these things. Think twice before you act, or don't say, oh, we're going to give them a chance. You're just destroying your relationships. But it's your choice. It's your country. Have a good day.